What is the number one reason that people stay in unhealthy relationships? Do you know what that is? Have you ever thought about it? Because there is one major reason. Of course, we can say that there's 1,000, but they all fall underneath the category of one thing. If you're in a relationship, I don't care if it's 6 months long, 3 years long, 30 years long, and it's incredibly unhealthy, and it has been. Come on, we're mature adults. We should be able to look in the mirror and go, wow, this relationship sucks. And the number one reason we stay is codependency. We're codependent. A logical, independent person in a terrible relationship would walk away. I mean, that's called logic. They're independent. They don't need to stay in an unhealthy relationship. They don't need to stay in a relationship where there's arguing. They don't need to stay in a relationship where their belief systems with their partner are completely different than what they thought they were. And that's normal. You know, in the beginning, we try to look at people with the best vision and we try to accept those things that maybe aren't acceptable. But down the road, if it continues and it gets worse, come on, let's be mature adults. Leaving a relationship that isn't working is one of the smartest things a human being can do. And if you're not willing to leave and you're not happy, you know, maybe you're not having sex or you're sleeping in separate rooms, or you should be sleeping in separate rooms because it's just not healthy being together, and you stay, where's the logic? You know, where's the logic? I mean, both people are suffering greatly. Both of those people should be on their own, either dating other people, or they should just be on their own healing from the mistakes they made in this current relationship. But codependency comes in many, many different ways. You know, some people will stay because of money, right? And their partner has money, and so they're codependent on the money, and their partner, you know, buys a house for them or pays for trips or, you know, buys them cars or whatever, and so they're codependent. They're stuck on the money. You know, I know people that are like that. I could never be that way. But there are other things that individuals get stuck into. One is an identity. You know, maybe you're with someone that has a title, a name, and you want to be around that person because they're known in public. They're a public person. They have a public eye, and they have a great reputation, and so it makes you feel good to be there, but you're codependent. You know, if you're independent, you'd say, it doesn't matter if he's the president of the United States. If the relationship sucks, I got to leave. These are just a few forms of codependency. And then there's the codependency of the fear of being alone. You know, I know individuals that when they end a relationship, they'll go to a hotel or another condo or a house, and they can't sleep. They have separation anxiety. They're completely codependent on having that person in bed with them. They can't be comfortable alone. You put them in a different bed and they'll stay up all night. They won't be able to sleep. See, that's codependency. All of these things I'm sharing are just very logical answers to why people stay in unhealthy relationships. Of course, they're all addictions, aren't they? Because codependency is the biggest addiction in the world. Listen, make logical decisions. If you and your partner aren't getting along, you have different belief systems, and it's created hell on earth, do what a couple that I worked with about 30 years ago did. They came into my office, they sat down, and they said, David, you know what? We have battled each other. We have argued long enough. It's been a couple of years. We got married way too quickly. We want to end in an amicable way. And I looked and I said, oh my God, we never see this. And they said, yeah. And they did. You know, they were awesome. You can do the same thing. Just walk away. Just take a big breath. Heal yourself. Allow your former partner to heal. And just walk. And then get help. Work with a counselor, a therapist, a priest, a rabbi, whoever you can. Get help on healing. Because after being in a really difficult relationships, and I've been in several difficult ones myself, it takes time to heal. Give yourself that self-love. Go work with a professional and heal. And when you're healed, get back into the game of love, dating, whatever you want to call it. And if you need me, I'm at TalkDavid.com. We have 4 books at TalkDavid.com, absolutely free. Go there, join it, and then give me a ring. Let's work together. I can help you heal in your current relationship, or if you're single, getting ready for the next one. I'm David Essel. Have a beautiful day.